host with the most, Mr. Bro Rogan, and this is the Why Not Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow us on TikTok at _Why Not Pod, and if you're interested in being on the podcast, go ahead and DM us at Why Not Pod, _Why Not Pod, my bad. And today we have a special guest. I had to bring in someone completely different than what you guys may think is the norm, which to us isn't the norm. So I brought in a guy, like I said, I'm on Fairfax a lot, and there was a guy out there getting his hustle on, and you know one thing we respect is hustlers. So the guy I'm talking about right here to my right is Mr. Big Mike. Let's get it. What's up, Big Mike?
What's good, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Hopefully you are as well. So,
blessed.
Okay, one thing that caught my eye when I was introduced to you the other day was the name. I'm big on names when it comes to creating your brand. Yeah. And I want you to go ahead, I want you to tell the people what the name is, but explain to the people why you chose that name.
Okay, first off, I'm Big Mike with StripClubLA on Instagram.
StripClubLA.
Yeah, we do the chicken strips, fries, and Hawaiian rolls, something real simple.
Okay.
A bunch of different flavors. But let's see how it came about, you said?
Well, because you went over the most important part.
Mm-hmm.
You have a company called StripClubLA, and you specialize in chicken strips.
Yes, sir.
That right there to me is what I would call a home run.
Mm.
Like, you knocked it out the park with that.
Yeah.
Like, to have a company where you sell strips and to call it Strip Club, that right there, I was like, yeah, I gotta get dude on.
It's marketing.
Yeah, the marketing was genius. And let's how'd you, first of all, what came first, the name or the product?
The name.
The name.
No, it was the product.
Okay.
The product, yeah.
So you was already making wings.
Yeah, I was already
strips.
I was already in the kitchen whipping shit up, but I wasn't selling anything.
Okay.
What it was I had got my first apartment, and then I just started going stupid, because I started realizing that all the like store bought shit and just buying out. I had already did that.
Yeah.
I had already
the brick and mortar.
Yeah, I had already went out and started going and doing the foodie shit. I just wasn't recording and, you know what I'm saying, like telling people. But I was sick of just outside food. Not to say that I don't do outside food still,
exactly.
But I'm like, let me start cooking my own shit. And so then at one point on TikTok and Instagram, people was just going crazy. It was this one dude, he was going crazy with like different strips, and he just kept making different flavors of chicken strips. And I was just like, let me make my own chicken strips. And they was fire, so I just kept making them. Then one video, it didn't go viral, but just like a lot of people who followed me was just like, damn, that shit look good. And I would buy it, and I'm like, damn, you motherfuckers will buy anything. Like, I'm literally giving y'all the steps on how to make it yourself. But I'm like, you know what? You know, in the world, in life, there's buyers, there's sellers. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sheep, and then, you know, and there's the shepherd. Now, and I just took that. I was just like, I'm not finna be a sheep all my life.
Nah, you can't be.
So I gotta be a shepherd. So I gotta be the person to, you know, if y'all not gonna buy it, then you know, if you're not gonna make it yourself, then you can come buy it from me.
You can buy it from me. Congratulations on that, bro. I'm gonna give you. Now, are you someone that grew up cooking? Were you introduced to cooking, or did you? Because me, I cook too.
Okay.
But I didn't start off cooking. Like, I was a kid, I always have like family around me, so they cooked.
Yeah.
But like when I got my first place, when I was like 19, 20 years old, I didn't have a choice. It was like, nigga, you either cook or you starve.
Yeah, most def.
And I taught myself how to cook. And like now, I'm like, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but like I can get down.
You know what? I think it's a lot more easier for us now because we got Instagram and people is just throwing ingredients down there and recipes all over the place. So it's simple to just go find a recipe and follow. If you know how to, my thing is if you know what you're doing in the kitchen, like literally know what you're doing. You know how to work the stove, know how to work your temperatures. You know what I'm saying? Know how to clean in between and some more stuff just to stay, you know, accurate and just punctual while your process is going.
Right.
Then you'll be solid when you're following those recipes. But if you just don't know what you're doing, then that's how shit gets messed up. But nothing is messed up because it's all trial and error. If you're one of those people who just quits because some shit came up horrible the first time, then you're never gonna get it.
Right. Like I say all the time, like there's no wrong if they're without right. There's no right without wrong. So it's like there would be no such thing as fucking up if you quit every time.
That part.
In order to get better at anything, you have to fail. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what it is in life that you do. I believe that. Maybe everyone else doesn't. But like, in order for you to succeed, you got to know what it's like to fall. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when you first start riding a bike, I'm sure you didn't take the training wheels off and already was on the handlebars and popping wheelies, but you probably fell a few times and was like, yo, this is why I fail. I'm not gonna do that no more.
For sure.
Let me do this now, and now I'm sturdy. Now I'm in control, and that's with anything in life. I think like if you don't fail, you're not gonna get good.
Absolutely.
So like, believe me, I've torched many chicken breasts in my life. I started off with the Foreman grill. That was my thing. But one thing that led me to cooking, one thing I always stuck by, was seasoning. That's the most important part to cooking to me. And I heard a young lady say this: if you're not sneezing, you're not. It's not seasoned. So is that how like
my mom?
Let's talk about your steps on like how you were raised in a household where a lot of women cooked. Or
my mother.
Your mother.
It wasn't just a lot of women. My mother, she's that woman. Everybody would know. To come to her house for all the, you know what I'm saying, get-togethers or whatnot, because she's doing her thing for sure, whether it be barbecue, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, breakfast, you know, just soul food. She gets down. She actually had her own company. It was called Scrumpsations. And she was doing catering jobs around Los Angeles, and she also would cook for the church and stuff too. Stuff like that, but it was real smooth, man. She had it going on, you know.
Shout out to moms, man.
Yeah, but she was doing it by herself. She didn't have like a strict team, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To where, you know, over time, you know, shit gets
hard, bro.
Yeah, it gets hard, but you know, she moved on from that, but she still cooked. She still get down. She just what it was her. She switched up her eating habits too. You know what I'm saying?
Which is really important.
Yeah, she's getting older. She's like, you know, let me switch this up. That was one of the things that was hard for me too. While she was going through that change, it was just like, well, shit, I'm getting older and I don't have to watch my eating habits. And you want me to eat fucking chicken breast and every goddamn day with couscous and quinoa and shit. And I'm like, man, I want some fucking Wingstop or some shit like, or this just came out and I want to go get this. Yeah, man, but that was great. Because it was a balance for me, you know what I'm saying? It was a good balance for me to be able to, you know what I'm saying, hone in on my health. But fuck all that. The seasoning. Watching her. Go
ahead. But let me, I don't want to cut you off, but it is important though, because a lot of us are raised in these neighborhoods where we're taught like, nigga, burgers, fries, chicken. It's only good. When I remember thinking, vegetarian food? Why the fuck would I want to eat that? Like, why would I want to go to a vegan restaurant? I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna give these people a shout out. My favorite restaurant, and I still eat meat, but my favorite restaurant in LA is a vegan restaurant. I don't know if you tried it. It's near where you post up.
What's it called?
It's called Crossroads. It's on Melrose. It's vegan. I promise you. Next time you're looking to eat, go to Crossroads. Everything is vegan.
I'm gonna take my mom.
Please.
Yeah, because she into that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It's my favorite place to eat in Los Angeles as a meat eater.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing we didn't learn growing up. We're like, oh, food can be good outside of eating this bad shit. So your mom changing up her eating habits, it affected you. But fuck that. Let's go to the seasoning.
Man, the seasoning. So as a kid, man, I used to be so intrigued by all these different bottles with different color powders and shit and making the fucking food smell so damn good. and taste so damn good.
Right.
And one of my biggest things was when she used to fry chicken in that bag, man.
The shake and bake bag?
Yep.
Shake and bake
you
bag.
already know. And then I used to be tripped out because I'm like, you can't eat this. You have to throw this shit away. Like, this shit smells so fucking good afterwards. Like, I wanted to eat the flour, bro.
Right.
And so
when the flour season, it's like cake mix.
And it was never like overpowering with the taste or with the seasoning to where it was like, this is good, but take a little bit. No, it was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Yeah. So when I be looking at people fry their chicken or anybody fry anything, I just be looking at the batter and I'm like, that look bland. Kind of look like this cup.
If your bladder isn't like a pinkish, like salmon color, I know your shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now let me ask something pertaining to the seasoning. Do you season your food based on like by eye or by measurements?
By eye.
By eye.
And my mom, I ain't never seen my mom use no measurement. And the only reason why I haven't done that yet is because I'm still small time right now, and I only use that as an excuse.
No.
But
you're not small time, bro.
Yeah, well, not small time, but the only reason why I say that is because, you know, once people start, how many portions is just like, man, look, you eyeball it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Eyeball it.
Majority of the best food that I've ever seen, nigga, has been eyeballed.
But I'm glad you said that because that's the only way I cook.
Yeah.
The only time I use a measuring cup is when I'm making rice. But like when it comes to, because you have to, any nigga that's not, well, my aunts used to measure the water for the rice that they made with a butter knife. I don't know if you know how that works, but like they stick it in the pot, and depending on how high the water is, means how many scoops of rice. I don't do it like that. I do it by like 1 scoop of rice, 2 cups of water. 2
cups of water, hell yeah.
That's how I do it. That's the only thing I measure. But when it comes to my beef, my turkey, I'm doing it all by eye because I need my food to look a certain way before I cook it.
Exactly.
You got to see those spices sticking out of the meat.
Exactly. And that's how you know.
That's how you know.
For sure. And then on top of that, to add, I'm not even a chef. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, the fuck you are.
I mean, I'm a chef, but you know, I didn't go to school for none of this shit. Yeah, not by trade. Like I'm a flavor connoisseur. That's what I go by. I'm a flavor connoisseur. Right. I really know my flavors. I know what this tastes like. I know what this will pair with this. You know what I'm saying? Like just by you know by experience.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've eaten a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I've eaten this, and I'm not scared to try new things. Yeah. You know, I'm not one of those people who is like, I don't fuck with that, man.
Now, have you been like that your whole life? Like as a kid, were you like, I'm trying it all?
They've always known me. They used to.
Really?
They know. Everybody, my whole family, even outsiders know, oh yeah, this little kid right here, he eat. Yeah. He eat. I was a big kid.
Oh,
I was big.
Never tell.
Yeah, exactly. I lost a lot of weight, but in elementary I was fat. I was like damn near 2 something. Yeah, not even on the obese shit, but like I was big. I was just chalky, yeah.
That's crazy because I was the total opposite as a kid. Like I was one of those kids, like I didn't eat shit. Like I liked candy as a kid. French fries.
Oh, you was my best friend.
And dry sandwiches.
Whatever you don't eat, I'm eating.
Bro, I'm talking about dry sandwiches. Like, even, I didn't start eating, like, I don't eat ketchup on hamburgers. I only eat it with fries. I started eating mustard when I was probably, like, 19, 20. But as far as everything else, nigga, I don't even allow people to keep mayonnaise jars in my fridge. If I open up my fridge and I see a mayonnaise jar, I'm going crazy because that is like, to me, and the people fucking laugh at this, but that is probably the worst texture thing I have ever seen in my life. And because of mayonnaise, my hate for mayonnaise, I don't eat anything white. I don't like sour cream. I like sour cream chips. But like I don't want any. Like
so you wouldn't like the homemade ranch that I make?
I would prefer to not have it.
Yeah, man, that shit fire, bro.
Let me ask you this: you ever had a Big Mac without the Mac sauce?
Hell no.
Everybody has the same.
Hell no. Really? I be asking for extra Mac sauce.
Okay.
Even on cheeseburgers, I tell them niggas to add Mac sauce.
Go ahead now.
Oh God.
So yeah, you was really one of those kids trying everything, and that's what makes cooks And like, I want to go back to what you said. You said you're not a chef. Neither am I.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school for it. But there's a difference. There's chefs and there's cooks.
Yeah.
You could be a cook,
Yeah.
a nigga back there, because who cooks better than moms? None of our mothers went to culinary school, but go to, any restaurants, I bet nobody has better tasting food than your mom.
No.
You can go to the highest 5 fucking Michelin star rated chef in the world. I bet this shit ain't touching mom shit.
Nah.
So your mom may not be a chef, but she's a fucking cook. And you may not be a chef because of the school, but you are a fucking chef, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, I accept that.
Yeah, man. Come on, don't let them take. So, back to your story.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Mom, no, I just want to add. Mom just pulled up on me with this fire ass jackfruit, bro. I've never had jackfruit ever in my life.
So delicious.
And she put jerk sauce on it, man.
What?
Yeah, she fried the jackfruit and threw jerk sauce on it.
Are you Caribbean?
No, we black, but we know what we're doing.
Because you know the Caribbeans, they master jerk sauce.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she just did a mix with like some jerk sauce with I don't know if she made her jerk sauce or if it was like a good store-bought brand mixed with like some barbecue, but it's fire though.
Okay, so now we didn't discuss this, but you are from Los Angeles, born and raised.
Born and raised, Los Angeles.
And
South
your
Central.
family?
South Central.
Okay.
I think.
You think? Yeah, you don't
No,
know.
I was just playing. Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't know.
We from here. My mom, my grandma and grandpa, if I'm not mistaken, they from the South.
Right. Most of I can tell you they are. I
could
don't
be
even
lying,
know your
bro.
family. No,
Yeah.
I don't know your family, but I'm gonna tell you, your grandparents are from the South.
Okay.
All of our I don't know not one person here in this city whose grandparents aren't from the South. Well, now I'm at that age now to where grandparents are almost my age. So like no, but like most of us here,
Yeah, no.
grandparents.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I ask. Because it all depends on the type of food you grew up on, depending on where your grandparents are from.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
like, and that's why I asked what part of the city you from, because you being from South Central, we're introduced to all kinds of food. One thing we really fuck with as Los Angelinos is tacos,
Yeah.
Spanish food. But then you got the Belizean restaurants, you got the Jamaican restaurant, you got El Salvadorian. So did you grow up with those different palates and like, because that really builds like a good cook.
Yeah.
Someone who's willing to explore.
Hell yeah. So you're right. Being from Los Angeles, you got all those different things. I was one of those kids that was friendly. I was real friendly. So I had a bunch of different friends, different groups.
Right.
Of course, we had our nigga friends.
Yeah, we always do.
The homies and shit.
The homies.
But I had a bunch of neighbors that was Hispanic and some more shit to where like, them parties that be going on till 5 a.m. and shit. All that shit, you'll be there.
I brought my daughter to one the other day.
Yeah.
She went to but like, we was at all those parties.
Yeah, we was there. You feel me? I got a best friend right now. That's like my brother. He Salvadorian, but he the way his swag is and just how he articulate, you wouldn't tell him from black from anything else. Bro.
Now, your best friend being El Salvadorian, I guarantee you know what a pupusa is.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, so like that's why I ask, because I was the same way, bro. I told the story several times on this podcast, but where I grew was like the UN, and like I can name 9 of my friends from 9 different countries. And like these is niggas I hung around with all day long. I'm talking about Neon from Belize. I'm talking about Melvin from Nicaragua. I'm talking about Steve from El Salvador. I'm talking about Rena and Jaime from Mexico.
Right.
But when I say I hung around them, we lived in each other's houses. Like you at my house all day today. I'm like, they ate at my house. So like salsa arroz con pollo and like all that shit we grew up with. I even got a friend, shout out to Rami, who's from Egypt. And I used to go in his house, and like, this is no disrespect to Rami. I love you to death. But like, I remember that strong spice smell going into this. But that introduced me to Middle Eastern food, because their seasoning spices are completely different, which introduced me to Indian food.
Samosas.
Ooh,
some motherfuckers are so goddamn good.
And like, I can feel that's the same thing. So you got your first apartment, and then you was on seeing a guy making strips, and you said, fuck that.
And then
you did some shit that got you some recognition. When did the light bulb go on and you say, fuck everything else, I am the strip club dude.
When homies was like, literally when nigga was like, yo, I'll pay for that. And I was literally like, I want to eat these motherfuckers every day.
Every day?
I had to realize, okay, if I eat this shit, anybody else will eat this shit because this is not nasty. Then I had some of the homies that are like you that are like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't want this. Nigga was just like, bro, this shit fire. And I'm like, all right, bet if your picky ass like this shit, then yeah. But I got a cousin from Atlanta. Shout out to my nigga. Shout out to Diddy. His name Diddy.
Shout out to Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Shout out to Diddy, not that Diddy.
Right, that part. But that nigga, he been on me forever, bro. He was always on me. I used to doubt myself a lot, bro. So like, especially like creativity and some more shit. So he used to be like, bro, just sell yourself. Pause. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself out there, my nigga. Like, don't sleep on yourself. Cause I'm a funny dude. So he'd be like, he would want me to go do comedy, do skits and some more shit. But like, when this shit came out, he was just like, nigga, that's crazy. So we sat there, we was on the phone one time. Cause like I said, he in Atlanta. And we was brainstorming, nigga, smoking. He was just like, coming with different names. And I was just like, strip club.
Right.
LA. And he was just like, you know what? That's
like, yeah, that shit I be talking about when I say when shit come together, that's when you know. Bro, the fact that I was already loving the fact that you have strips and you call your company Strip Club.
Yeah.
But to be in Atlanta, the land of strip clubs, bro, this whole shit coming together.
Yeah,
like,
so that's where the logo with the chicken being all thick as a motherfucker from. That. That's in Atlanta. That chicken is from Atlanta.
Right.
I told my because he's an artist. He draws and he does a bunch of crazy shit and it's so dope. And one thing about him, he's a titty man. You know what I'm saying? So he like to put titties on everything. He'll draw a pencil with eyes and throw tits on that motherfucker. You'll be like, why that pencil thick as a motherfucker? Random, just random shit.
That number 2, bad as a motherfucker.
Right. So I told bro, I'm like, yo, bring this chicken to life. You know what I'm saying? Put her on stage, make her thick and some more shit. And he was just like, all right, bet, I got you. And that's what we came up with. So yeah, he most definitely understood the vision because that's what I wanted to do. That's
dope, man. That is so dope, man. And like, I don't want. And I'm one of the guys who like I don't like when people doubt themselves because if I'm like, yo, if you believe in it, achieve in it.
Hell yeah.
And I hate to say all these cliches. Like that's kind of corny. Like all that. Like, but it's real
as fuck.
Shit.
I know, cause all like, that shit. Yeah.
You won't be able to become the person you should be without confidence in yourself. Because like, you know what I'm saying? I want someone selling me a plate on the sidewalk and I want them to be like, hey, my man, come here. You want to have the greatest fucking plate you ever had in your life?
That's me.
And I'm going to stop and I'm be like, what you mean? And bam. And like, that's why I fuck with you, man. Like, I really, really, really do. And like, I want you to like really, really get out there. And like, that's why I was like, I met you that day. And that day I was like, bro, I want you to come promote your shit on my show.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like, you know, I'm about us.
Yeah, no, most
and
definitely.
I'm also about us building relationships because like shit, how do I know you won't sell a plate tomorrow and you just happen to sell a plate to the head fucking producer of the Food Network? Next thing you know, nigga, you own the Food Network, and then you be like, yo, the first person to give me a shot on a podcast was this guy, and then now we helping each other. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I'm all for it, especially in stuff that I believe in, and I believe in brothers out here, you know, trying to do their own thing because like. We can't all just fucking keep pulling up to these drive-throughs and fucking supporting and spending our money.
It's shit out here. That's all I one thing I want to say about like the food critics and some more shit.
Please get them.
It's nothing wrong with that shit. I love that shit. But my thing is, it make you wonder like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't never tried. You've been in your fucking backyard this long and you're just now trying all this shit now, or maybe it's a thing to where they're just trying to let the people who are coming out here know. But at the end of the day, when you're rating it, it's just like, man, you didn't know that,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, bro. I just
see when you said the food critics, I thought you were gonna get on those motherfuckers from like those snobby ass East Coast people or those European French. That's like, there's no good food in Los Angeles. You know that's a thing that
they
say.
Worried about them.
That's you know, everyone wants to talk about all
them niggas is worried about charcuterie boards and shit.
Yeah, right,
fucking,
exactly.
what's good while it's raw. And
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That.
They're the people that eat that like they want the plate to look like an art piece. I respect that.
I do. I most definitely do.
But I also don't like when I hear people try to down the city. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But I really don't like, because there was a time, rest in peace to my big brother.
Rest in peace.
But he put me up on the Food Network. Like,
okay, bet.
Like I'm a TV guy. I love TV. I watch a lot of it. But I really got into reality TV because of like cops and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like when the Food Network came out, I'm not gonna even lie. I was young and I was ignorant. I was like, who the fuck wants to watch any show about food?
Yeah.
But then I start cooking.
Yeah.
Then I start getting recipes
Yeah.
from these cooking shows, and then my brother, because every time I would go to his house, that's the only fucking channel he had on was the Cooking Network. Then I start like learning these personalities on these shows, and dude, I have been a Food Network.
What's your favorite show on there?
It used to be Diner, Diners, and
that's my
Dives,
shit. I don't care till this day, bro.
It got to the point where it got to be too much. Then I stopped watching it, but now I got 93 saved on my TV that I can't wait to get to.
Yeah.
But I would have to say that's my favorite.
That type of shit, what he does, that shit make you want to hurry up and start traveling.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie.
There's two things that I loved about that show, which made me my favorite. I'm a car guy.
Okay.
I'm a car guy.
Bet.
Late 50s all the way to early 70s American muscle cars.
Yeah, Pete, you got that motherfucking bomb ass Bronco, nigga.
Thank you. But you haven't seen, I also have a 1967 GTO, which is one of the best cars. However,
that's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
And it's the same color as the one from XXX. I took my car.
Yeah.
I found out. I bought it from my wife's uncle in the Midwest.
Bet.
When I had it shipped here, because if you look at the first Vin Diesel XXX, when that nigga got the cars and he took the wrap and he had that 67 gold with that, and the color it's called Plum Mist. But I found out what that color was, and when I bought mine, I took it to the shop. Give me that. My shit's been in the body shop for 8 months. That's how like I'm talking about. It's gonna be tense. But mine is the exact replica of that show. I mean, of that movie. So just think of the 1967. But anyway,
that's hard.
So So I'm a car guy, and those are. But there's two cars that I definitely gonna buy before I die. I promise. My two favorite cars. It's the 1968 Camaro convertible and the 1971 or 70 Chevy Chevelle convertible.
Yeah.
Now, everyone loves a Chevelle.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the highest cars to buy. Like, in order for me to get, and it's got to be a convertible, both. I can get a 68 Camaro hardtop or 71 Chevelle hardtop, but that's not my dream as a California kid, which I always believe at one point in your life, you need a convertible. You need one. And the only convertible I want is those. And I love muscle cars.
You gonna get
That's one of the reasons I started watching that. Because he pulls up in that 68 Camaro.
Yeah,
red. And that's how I started relating to him. But then I also love the fact that like he was giving the small guys a chance, the big guys and the little guys. So when I was watching that show, I'm watching him pull up in parking lots or gas stations, and he's promoting these small little kitchens and giving them a platform, and that's when I really started.
It's real. He ain't just finding just anything and just picking it. Like,
he picking that real.
Because there's motherfuckers out here that he's pulled up on taco trucks, man. With fire shit.
Have you been to some of the places that he pulled up on? Like I remember. Do you remember this barbecue place? They're still one in Venice. Shout out to them too. It's called Baby Blues Barbecue. There used to be one on Santa Monica and Fairfax, and there's one in Venice.
Is it good?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to down them.
Oh, I bet.
But when you hear barbecue, what do you think? You think of Phillips. You think of Woody's.
No.
You think of
I
Bloodshows.
don't.
You don't?
No.
Who do you think?
I'm glad you asked me that. I want to
please.
set the fucking record straight.
Please set the record straight.
I don't like.
You don't like who?
It's not that I don't like it, but
Woody's
and
Phillips.
They're
closed.
They're both overhyped.
Which
to me,
okay.
maybe it's because
don't talk
just
about
like
it.
what you were saying earlier about how when you're used to someone doing their thing,
okay,
you ain't worried about the outside. My mom gets down on the barbecue grill.
Okay, yeah.
Seriously,
I would prefer my own barbecue over there.
Seriously,
but if you had to drive somewhere, and so do you buy barbecue or like? Because you know, as niggas, we love a good rib, we love a good barbecue. Do you go to any barbecue places here in the town? Oh, you don't.
I literally once, like literally
so
for sure. Now to think about it, barbecue is literally a by chance thing for me, bro.
Right.
It's like when it's barbecue season,
which is now.
Yeah. If I'm somewhere and they barbecuing, cool. Let me grab that. Damn, that was some fire ass ribs, or that was fire. You know what I'm saying? And then bam, after that, when I'm craving barbecue, I don't know where the fuck. I don't go nowhere, bro.
You do it yourself.
Yeah, I either do it myself or I just go without, or just get something and put some barbecue sauce on it.
Right. Sweet
baby Ray's, nigga.
I am a guy that like that. That's like what it was like competition for my family and like for the homies, uncles and shit. Like we always threw functions, and it was always a fight over who's gonna be the cook.
Yeah.
And like we got uncles and shit like, nigga, I'm gonna do all the cooking just cause he want that recognition from everybody. Like he want everybody to walk away like, man, them ribs was fire. So like barbecuing growing up was like, nigga, it was like nigga, you better know what the fuck you doing. So we grew up behind grills.
So how do you prefer your barbecue then?
It all depends.
Well, sauce, because you know some
My
people
sauce?
like their sauce to be, you know what I'm saying, thick, and some people like their sauce to be actually more runny or saucy.
When I barbecue, I barbecue the meat with the sauce already on it.
Right.
So I cook the sauce into the meat. Then I sprinkle just a little into a bowl, shake it up. So I don't want my sauce runny. I want the sauce cooked into the meat and then just a slight little coat of sauce on the chicken.
You're very neat.
Because I'm deep as fuck. But also, I pride myself on my seasoning.
Okay.
And I don't want the sauce to overtake the
Understood.
seasoning of the meat.
Most definitely.
So when you bite into my meat, you're gonna taste paprika, cumin, seasoning salt, and garlic powder. I don't want you to just taste,
the dark chili powder, all that.
Yeah, I don't want you to just taste the barbecue sauce. Yeah, no. So like my shit's gonna be lightly coated, and that's how I prefer.
That's the thing about my chicken strips. That's why I be wanting people to understand. But I don't mind. Shit, you're gonna buy it.
Now, where can these people find your strips? Go ahead, do you change locations?
All the time.
Do pop-ups?
All the time. But right now, where I'm at, I'm on Fairfax, 448 North Fairfax Ave. That's right in front of the old Sweet Chick used to be there, which was also pretty good as well.
It was cool.
I don't know why they left, but hey,
I'm gonna tell you why. You want to know why?
Yeah, dude.
Well, first of all, that was one of Nas, the rapper.
Yeah, I know.
That was his restaurant that he partnered up with. What's that guy there? I think his name is Steven. Some guy who's like a big time chef on the East Coast.
Okay.
And they have one in Queens, and I think they also have one in Brooklyn. And these guys, being East Coast guys, they're making a good profit out there. I don't think this one was pulling in the people like that one on the East Coast. So they just had to cut the fat. Yeah. So I
figured that.
I don't think they went under. They're still popping.
Yeah, I saw that. I literally just seen a video where somebody was going crazy. Not going crazy, but it was booming.
Nigga, do you know how pissed off I was when because all that shit was shocking. My wife has been on that street so long, I've watched everyone come and go.
Yeah.
So when Sweet Chick opened, I'm pumped because the homies from Supreme, shout out to Javi Hands. He's actually Nas's right hand man.
Yeah.
Like Nas was his best man at his wedding, which is the illest shit ever.
Dope.
But like, so when they opened, and he the one who told me, like, yeah, that I'm like, Sweet Chick, oh, there's fried chicken on the block. He's like, yeah, not only is it fried chicken, but Nas is a partner in that.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I'm fucking with it, because Nas to this day is still one of my favorites.
Hard.
So when he told me that, like, I used to fuck with it. But like recently, when like I go over there every now and again, but like I went over there, and not only was it not open, nigga, it was completely closed. And like, I'm talking about without warning, nobody, and I was so upset. I'm like, how the fuck? But then I realized, but like that shit pissed me off because I really like Sweet Chick.
It was smooth.
Even when I didn't eat there, you ever had a frosé at that motherfucker?
I have not.
Oh my God.
That shit was good.
It was, champagne rosé,
that shit
frozen. Nigga,
Nigga tipsy.
boy. I was drinking them motherfuckers like Slurpees. On the real. But no, I'm glad you brought that up, man. So that's where you're located, in front of the old
on
Sweet Chick.
Fairfax,
Is there
man.
anywhere else where you post up for the people? Or do you post it on your social?
Always. I'm always post it on the gram.
And what's your gram again?
StripClubLA. StripClubLA.
And
Man,
that's
hold
on Instagram, TikTok. You on all the platforms?
I'm just on Instagram right now.
But that's where they can find
I'm
you.
only one person. Here's my business card.
Which camera?
If you can look at the logo, that's the logo that's gonna be on there. You know
Believe
what I'm
me,
saying?
we'll definitely have. Leave a couple here. We'll
sure.
definitely have clips of you outside cooking. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Most definitely.
And hopefully in the future, like, I know you got followers and you got a fan base, because I see people out there, man. Maybe we could collab on some shit, man. Maybe we could, do some shit here, man. Because like this the summer, and this the summer that when summer hit in LA, that's when you got to get it. Like, everybody want to be outside. Everybody want to be doing some type of activities. Everybody want to be functioning at some type of function. So like right here, we're gonna be doing comedy shit. So you got any comedian friends, put them through here. We got our guy LA Juice, who's gonna be doing comedy here. We got Brett. We got music that's gonna be here. Shout out to Tulsa. Shout out to Jassy. And we also have Cooks. Shout out to you. Shout out to Calabama. I don't know if you know who that is, but she's the girl who used to do the bucket drop during the pandemic. She kind of went viral. She was
Bucket drop?
Yeah, she wasn't. When we weren't able to go into restaurants, she figured out, hey, I'm gonna start selling my food from my apartment.
That's hard as fuck.
She lives in a 3rd floor apartment.
That's tight.
And you put your order in, she'll put it in the bucket and drop it down, and then you'll get it. And like this shit took off. Holly Berry, a lot of people was pulling up, and that's my girl.
Hard.
So like, shout out to her. Shout out to you.
I'm a fan of people who come up with creative shit. I swear to God,
that's what you are.
Motherfucker.
You created a company
most
where
definitely.
you sell strips, and it's called Strip Club.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, I want you guys to go ahead and follow Strip Club LA. Make sure you follow him. Go try them strips. Is there anything you would like to promote before we get out of here, my brother Big Mike?
Man, just follow me and come pull up and grab some of this good food, man. For real.
And everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, man. You motherfuckers, follow us on TikTok too, nigga. I'm out here popping, I'm dancing and shit, nigga. And follow us on Instagram. It's _why-not-pod. And again, if you're interested in being a guest on the show, I'm booked. But I might slide you in on the slot, man. But make sure you DM us at _why-not-pod. This is the Why Not Podcast. I am your host with the most, Bro Rogan, and we out.
All you do